Did you see the story out of Saudi Arabia? According to the Wall Street Journal, Saudi Arabia refused to accept the phone call from Joe Biden, dealing with trying to get more oil. And if you wondered how much of a lack of respect Middle Eastern leaders show for Joe Biden, they wouldn't even take his phone call. It was both United Arab Emirates and Saudi Arabia. One of the ways that we could limit the overall price of gas for many of you out there driving around in the United States is by getting Saudi Arabia or another Middle Eastern country, maybe the UAE, to pump more gas, therefore producing more supply and hopefully limiting the cost of gallons of gas all over the country, not to mention heating oil and everything else. And they refused to even take his call. And if you'll remember, Biden came into office saying that they were going to put the adults back in the room. I don't know about you, but I sure would love to be worried about some mean tweets about now, as opposed to a war in Europe, hot new highs in many different places in murder, 7.5% inflation, which is a high for many of you listening and watching this right now in your entire lives. If you consider the overall impact of what's going on at the border and also the Afghanistan disaster and now the war in Europe, it's all a mess. And many of the countries in the world do not respect Joe Biden because I think they don't believe that he has control of his mental faculties. And sadly, if you watch when he speaks, I think there's a lot of truth to that flaw.